That was terrible. Let's do this shit.
Yo.
Alright. And we're good here.
We're live on both.
We're good here. For the first time in how long we're actually doing this, not only are we on time, but we're actually doing it twice a week.
Yeah, I know, right? What the hell?
It's weird. Feels weird.
It does feel weird. Like, what are we going to say now? I know exactly what we're going to say.
I feel like we have a lot to say.
Yeah, we do. I'm going to start it off with something heavy. I'm very depressed.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Are you good?
I think so. Maybe not.
That sounds pretty manic.
Yeah, I'm pretty manic.
Yeah, that sounds pretty manic right now.
I'm depressed and then manic, and then I look at the gun.
Chill out.
I know, bro. I shouldn't be laughing at that. That's not a funny joke. But...
Word.
What?
I just saw those Jordans in there.
Oh, yeah. Those are the custom ones that my friend made.
Alright, fuck with those.
Those are dope.
Yeah, fuck with those.
Those are like one of ones.
Nice.
And then I have another RC pair that he made me. Remincent pair.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's dope. Do you have a reason why you're depressed, or is it just mentally?
Yeah, I do. It's work. I really don't want to be there anymore.
I feel it.
Don't want to be there anymore.
At least you have a reason. Like, at least you can see why.
Yeah, I'm just not doing what I want to do.
Are you still designing?
Yeah, no, of course. I'm doing all that. I'm just not in a place where I should be. And I checked my credit score the other day, and that made me more depressed.
Fam.
Yeah. Like, it's bad, dude. And the fact that I'm still, like, living with my parents at this age.
You know what's wild? I was just talking to my mom the other day about that, and I'll just not even be in frame. Fuck it.
We're in frame, gives a fuck.
I was just talking to my mom about that, and she's like, well, don't you want to get a house? And I was like, yeah, but, like, I feel like I should get a business first.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's backwards or not.
No. Because all the greats have done that. Live with their parents while they build their business.
Like, I feel like if I could, like, get a business, like, a building, like, you probably can't sleep in there. But at the same time, who the fuck's gonna tell you can't sleep in there?
Who says, bro? Just get a fucking pull-out couch.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Yeah.
That's what I would do if I had, like, my own spot. I would live there. They can't say nothing to you.
What I'd really like to do is get that van, like, get a van that you can live out of. And just have, like, a dope-ass garage I can just park my car. Like, the back, like, if you... Because there's a bunch of places that have something like that.
Yeah.
Where it's, like, you just, like, a driving garage. Like, you just drive in and it's like, all right, this is the back. This is, like, for you, you could even have, like, this where we have the, you know, t-shirt press. This is where we have, you know, stuff like that. So, and just, like, driving in the back and just, like, all right, cool, I'm going to crash here for the night. Have a couch, have some stuff there. You could probably do that. The problem would be, like... Well, no, actually, the only problem, I guess, would be you couldn't have other people do it.
Okay.
Like, you couldn't sell that because it's not zoned for that. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I guess.
But, like, I feel like you only get in trouble for zoning if you just don't shut the fuck up and do what you were going to do anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do want to get my own space. Like, not living space, but my own creative space.
I mean, both.
Well, yeah, and living and all that stuff.
I mean, you were looking at a place in Tempe, right?
I was?
Was it Tempe? I thought we were talking about... I thought you were talking about having...
Oh, a store. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yes. That would be cool. That would be really nice. Have, like, a sneaker shop. Sell Remincent out of it.
We don't really have sneaker shops in Tempe, do we?
Yeah, there is. There's Wang's Closet.
Yeah, but that's not like a sneaker shop. Yeah, it's not Flight Club.
Oh, no. Yeah, this is kind of like Flight Club. They don't do consignment, though. They just buy and sell.
I feel that consignment's probably the best bet to go.
Consignment's cool. I get like 20%. They get 80%.
That's not nothing. That's like... You could definitely pay rent with that.
No, for sure. If people want to consign, that'd be fun. That'd be a good idea. I like that because there's this place called Legend Phoenix. I know, yeah, you know about it.
Yeah.
I went there the other day and talked to the owner and stuff. Asked him a few questions about, you know, how do you do it? And he's just like, dude, people just come in and sell their shoes to me. That's all it is. Well, I mean, and he looks, obviously. He looks for stuff. Like, he goes to LA and buys shoes.
Yeah, but it kind of reminds me of, like, GameStop almost. Where it's like, all right, cool, you might not, like, for these shoes, you might make $250. But for these shoes, like...
You might make $40.
Yeah.
Now, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely cool with that. If I could get 5 pair of shoes that I can make $250 on,
yeah, I'm
fucking great on that.
Because that's the day.
Yeah.
And so you think about what that would do over the course of a month, and you're talking about $750 just from, you know, if you were able to keep that pace, which you probably are, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe not now. But
plus, you could probably get a place where you don't pay a lot for rent. Rent's probably like what, $2,000-$3,000, maybe $4,000 at the most for retail, retail space, something small.
That's just the thing that I want to. I'm a little bit scared about doing is like for what I want to do. It's like I want to eventually have like it's almost like a venue. And
you want like a warehouse.
I want a big ass warehouse that you can have a part music studio and part venue.
Yeah.
But that's not easy to make money with until you get like hella people.
Yeah, dude, you're not gonna lose money, but it's a big investment.
Yeah.
It's a big investment that you gotta think about.
For the first probably like year and a half probably.
Yeah. Maybe even more, man.
Yeah.
Gotta think realistically on that shit too. I'm not saying it's not doable because it is doable.
Yeah, but it's not an overnight thing.
No, it's not.
This is not an overnight thing. This is something where
you gotta create it, but it's like we just gotta shut the fuck up and do it.
Well, I mean, and we are...
I'm just talking to myself on that part.
No, because even you, like, you are doing that to an extent. Like, don't ever... I tell people all the time, like, don't ever think that the time that you spend rebuilding is time wasted.
It feels like time wasted.
It does feel like time wasted.
Because I'm not really rebuilding. I'm just stuck in one spot.
No, but, like, you still need that time to, like, get ideas from other places. Like, I hate when I'm just, like, sitting downstairs. Like last night, this is how kind of, like, I feel like I'm in a rut. This is how kind of stuck I am. Is that I am on... Actually, you know who I should have sent the stream out to? But this is how kind of stuck I feel. Is that I'm really just like kind of sitting there, just like I'll turn on my Xbox and like nothing looks interesting to me.
Yep.
And it's just like, okay, well, now what? You know.
The only thing I'm interested in on YouTube is like sneaker shoot videos.
Yeah.
That's all I really care about. Like everything else, I don't really like watching Chael Sonnen anymore.
Was he? I mean, he was always like kind of cool to me, but he was never like.
No, he's very interesting to listen to because he doesn't shut the fuck up. But
yeah, sure.
I don't mean that in a bad way either, because he always has something to say, which is a good thing. Like it keeps you entertained.
I think the thing about what's his name? I think the thing about I don't know why it's not letting me do it. But see, this is like what the fuck. Okay. Fuck my eye. That's what I get for rubbing my eyes, dude. I think the thing that I see about Chael Sonnen is that there were some times that he reminds me a lot of Joe Rogan, and that he just kind of says off the wall shit. But there's a lot more times that he reminds me of like an actual, like he knows his shit about fighting.
Oh yeah.
Like he does know his shit.
His IQ, his fight IQ is like very. Not fight IQ, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about too, because he's always been a really intelligent fighter. Even with like some of the fuck shit that he's pulled in fights, like he called it the Brazilian tap.
Brazilian tap.
Yeah, where he faked the tap basically, and they let him go, and then he, swapped that into a takedown. Mm-hmm. Which, that's one of those moves to me that's kind of like a fake glove touch. Like it's not illegal, but like you're a piece of shit if you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
the bad guy, man. That's who he is.
I liked him better when he was the bad guy. When he was the bad guy because he was just talking shit. Which, I mean, and that's another question too. When you look at guys like McGregor, you have like Chael Sonnen said borderline shit as far as race goes. He said a lot of borderline shit, and then McGregor said a bunch of like on the border, like kind of teetering over shit, and then Covington just like went way over the line.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is crazy because like Ben Askren just said that Colby Covington needs to calm down. Like you know how
coming from Ben Askren,
yeah, you know how fucked up you are when Ben Askren is like,
Colby,
hey man,
chill.
He's like Colby's starting to become more of a keyboard warrior these days. I was like, I'd watch that fight.
Damn. Oh, I would. Do you think? I don't think Ben would come back.
No.
Colby would beat his ass. I'm sorry.
I don't think he'd beat his ass.
Well, they're both good wrestlers.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Now, if Colby keeps on the feet, yeah, I can see him piecing him up. But
that's what I'm saying. Like if it's on the feet, definitely.
Yeah.
I can see that happening because Ben's okay on the feet.
Yeah. I can't remember who he. No, he did pretty well against Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
Even though he just wrestled him though.
Yeah, exactly. He did pretty well against Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, okay. My brother showed me a picture of this dude, and Paul Felder said something, and this guy goes, "You should just stay retired."
That shit was so funny, bro. Yeah. He's like, I'm not gonna say it to your face or some shit.
Yeah, he's like, why? He's like, what?
He's like, you beat my ass.
Yeah, would you say that if I were there with you? No, you'd beat my ass. He's like, okay,
fair enough. That was funny as hell, dude. When I saw that, I started.
Paul Felder seems like the type of guy who'd actually like kind of take that, like, all right, that's actually funny.
Yeah, he's of course. Paul Felder just seems like a cool dude.
It kind of sucks though, because the guy who said that's 1,000% right. He's a really, really good commentator.
Yeah,
and he's a good fighter. Like,
he's a decent fighter.
Yeah, he's a decent fighter. Which is funny because like at the UFC level, he's decent. Like, yes, we know he's beating everybody's ass in a bar fight, but
oh, for sure.
But like he's a really, really good commentator though.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
He's really him. I almost think that Daniel Cormier is in that league too, and Dominic Cruz, like, because they're so good at commentary.
Dominic Cruz is a commentator.
Yeah, he does that a lot, and he's really, really good.
Huh?
He's really, really good.
For who?
UFC.
Really?
Yeah, they have like 7 people now. Like Michael Bisping, he's really, really good at commentary.
Michael Bisping's really good, yes.
Daniel Cormier,
Dominic Cruz,
Paul Felder.
Oh, you said Dominic Cruz. Sorry, I got him confused with
Dominic Reyes.
Sorry,
yeah.
I was like Dominic Reyes. Sorry, yeah.
There's certain people though that like I think that I would really, really love to hear what they, how they think. I think McGregor could actually be a decent commentator too, so long as
his fight IQ is really good.
That's what I'm saying. I think that he
like if he keeps it unbiased, he'd be really good.
Yeah. Which I mean, it's kind of hilarious when he is biased.
Well, yeah, of course.
It's kind of hilarious when he is, when he does.
Do you believe the retirement is real?
I believe he has no plans on fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't believe that there's no way he's fighting in a card with no fans. That's not happening.
No. Because that's where he gets his fucking momentum from,
right.
The fans.
So he's definitely fighting again. Now, is he fighting anytime soon? No. I'll believe the retirement, and I don't want to say when I see it, because that's not what I mean. I'll believe the retirement if this COVID thing stretches into summer of next year.
Yeah.
If at this time next year we're still on lockdown, yeah, I think he's retired. I don't think he comes back after.
Dude, this shit is getting out of hand, man.
In what way?
The COVID stuff.
We live in Arizona, so like.
Yeah, we got the worst.
You know what's crazy? I'm not sure if I've ever told the pod. You might know actually. I play rugby, and so I watch rugby. You know that New Zealand has full stadiums of people.
Still.
Like they're complete. There's no cases in New Zealand.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. And Australia.
Australia is still getting hit in certain provinces.
Oh, okay. So I guess it was New Zealand that I read about.
Yeah, Australia still has a couple in certain provinces. But New Zealand has no cases. Which is wild because when you look at New Zealand, that's not far from where the epicenter was.
Yeah.
The epicenter was China. And so, like, of course, like, Korea, Japan, the Philippines, Australia, of course they get hit. They're all in that Asia-Pacific region. But New Zealand had it for, like 3 months? And they're, like, completely... There's no cases. Those stadiums are full. I mean, like, full for rugby. Like, 40,000 people.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's wild to think about that that's happening right now when the whole world's fucking burning.
Except for New Zealand.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, holy shit, man. Because, like, I didn't realize because I turned on a game and they showed all the fans and they're like, it's been a long time. And I was like, that stadium's fucking full. Like, man. And, like, Sweden, they didn't put any sort of measures in. And so they're getting their asses kicked right now.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
Just like us. We opened up way too early.
We opened up way too early.
Like, if we were on lockdown for another month and a half, I think we would have been good.
So, I just found out, because I had a coaching yesterday with my supervisor, I just found out that my job wanted to go back in August. And now they're not going to do that. Which,
yeah, it's not.
You should have assumed 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, we're not opening up again until, because it would have been March, April. That's why when I say that 2020 is over, that's what I mean. It's like, we're not doing anything for the rest of 2020. If you want to go do something, plan it for 2021.
2020 is over, man.
Like, I posted on Instagram yesterday. Bali, Honolulu, all the events that Starving Artist was going to run. No, they're next year now.
Yeah.
There's no point in trying to rush it for this year. There's just not.
It's unfortunate.
It is. It is and it's not, because at the same time, like, if we need to take this time to rebuild, and we need to take this time to, like, learn how to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And plus, they're like,
some people are going crazy at the same time, and I feel for those people. I heard the suicide rate it's
climbing. But here's the thing, and I feel like we don't need to say this, but I'm going to anyway. There's obviously people that we're talking directly to when we say, like, no, you need to rebuild. Mm-hmm. And there's people that we're not. So if we're saying something, oh, you need to rebuild, we're not saying that, like, oh, we don't care about your mental health. We're saying people who feel good enough to learn how to take care of themselves, learn how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling good, go get help. Go whatever you can. You know, whether it's a warm line. Honestly, this is kind of like, if I did have a house, this is when I would just be opening up to, like, people. Mm-hmm. Honestly, to be like, listen, you want to just crash here for a week, 2 weeks, whatever. Let's do this.
Facts.
You know, like, if I kind of wonder if I did have a girl at this time, would I just be at her house?
100%. Would be.
If I was living in Mesa alone, and if I had a girl, like, if I was doing what I was doing last year, but I had a girl, oh, dude, I would just be like, no, come over. Like, no, just stay over. Like, we'll set up your work at home from here.
Yeah.
Like, just stay over. But I mean, I'm fortunate because I'm with family, you know, and so it's kind of like, I don't know, it kind of evens out to me. Which I know this isn't everyone, but to me, it kind of evens out. But let's see. Oh shit, is this that dude from last week? Yo, shout out to anyone who just created at July 9th. Is today July 9th?
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so shout out to this dude. Is this the same dude from last week? No, you got no followers, bro. That's okay, we got no followers. Yo, shout out to anyone who just, like, comes into a chat room, kicks the door down, bitch? And just goes, "What's up, bitch?"
Get the fuck out of here.
The funniest part about that is that his name is Bitch.
So is he talking to himself?
I don't know. We'll find out when I say they're not bots.
Bots, man. Who cares?
Mike Perry beat up an old dude and threw out a bunch of racial slurs. Are you surprised?
No.
Alright, well, moving on.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Alright,
Didn't hear about that, but
I saw it on Twitter today, but, like, I'm not surprised.
Not surprised either.
I'm not surprised at all.
Just look at him.
She what? Yo, her bitch. That's what. Yo, that's wild to say.
Yeah, that is. Damn.
But
don't pay him any mind.
Yeah, no.
Just Pop Smoke.
Are we about to Pop Smoke? Shit. Oh man, are we gonna talk about how young? I don't want to say that. Like, I want to come with that sort of energy. I almost fuck it. I was gonna say, yo, are we gonna talk about how Young Thug's a pussy? But then, mature me thought, yo, are we gonna talk about? Because here's the thing about Young Thug. I actually thought about this. It's fun and it's silly to be like, yo, Young Thug's a fucking pussy. But, like, we know how tight Young Thug is with Drake. I understand why he wouldn't want to be on a song where Drake is, like, or where Push is shooting at Drake.
Yeah.
So I get why he wouldn't want to be on a song. I think it's kind of pussy to tell the management. I feel like you could have just said something like, "Yo, man, can you not say that on the song?" But what that tells me is that they were recording with laptops.
Yeah. Or emails. I mean?
Yeah, something like that. So if you were like in the studio together, you would be like, "Hey, listen,
can't be doing this."
Yeah, because I think Griselda and Eminem made a song where Eminem had a take where he just basically just like shit on Revolt and called out Joe Budden, but that was leaked later because Griselda's tight with Joe Budden, so they didn't want to like. So it makes sense that like Westside Gunn or Conway would be like, "Yo,
can't do that.
Like not here, man." But
not today.
So that makes sense, but I don't know.
I remember that. I remember when it got leaked, like last week or 2 weeks ago.
The funniest part though was that Revolt. See, sometimes I forget about Diddy because part of me is like, "Yo, Diddy's corporate now," and then every now and then, you don't see it very often, but every now and then, Revolt will post something like, "Yo, fuck you too, Eminem," and I'm just like, "Oh, that's right. This is Diddy's company. I forgot."
That's funny. Yeah, when I saw that, I laughed. Fuck you too.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh,
damn."
Okay. But no, I've actually heard a lot of rumors about Revolt recently. Like they're gonna do like a Revolt Sports Network that's gonna show HBCU colleges like for football and basketball.
It's pretty cool.
I don't know if that's true. I would like to see it. My only question with Revolt is that's a lot of infrastructure. Well, maybe not. Because if you think about all the HBCUs, like the furthest one north is Delaware State, and the furthest one south is in Florida, and the furthest one west is in like Ohio. So that might not be that crazy to be like, okay, we're showing this because a lot of them are in the same place. Like when I was living in Virginia, we had 2 HBCUs in like a 10-mile radius. So it might not be that hard to show like, okay, we can get people here, we can get people here. You just have to have like really good commentary. That's really all you need to be like for sports is like, do you show HD? Yeah. Okay. Do you have good commentary? Yeah. All right, then you're good. I'm just looking because my phone's on 17%. That's all.
You want to charge it?
Do you have a charger?
Yeah, be on my bed.
Ah, you're a bed charger too.
Yes, I am. You can just get up and take it out. It doesn't matter.
How many chargers do you have? Oh.
It's from my, whatever that thing is. My girl gave it to me.
So, I have a friend who, and this sounds wait, how's the charge? Why did it vibrate right there? No, I have a friend who, oh, shout out to your girlfriend for giving you a charger. That's real love. Oh, shit.
No, she didn't give me the charger. She gave me that, what is that? What are those called?
Is that a diffuser?
Diffuser, there we go.
Yo, shout out to anyone who gives somebody a diffuser. My dad got me a diffuser.
Yeah.
But, what was I gonna say?
Is that a diffuser?
I think so. Oh.
Or incense thing? Yeah. It just fucking gives a good smell to the room.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, yo, know what I've been doing? Because I was going to talk to you. I was going to say something about how a friend of mine, she's going through it right now. And I was like, yo.
Speaking of going through it, I just want to put this out there. I was joking about the gun thing.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I was joking about the gun thing.
I knew that because we kind of brushed over that now that I think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we kind of brushed over.
Well, yeah, because that's what we usually do when we say stuff like that. But
well, because here's the thing. With us, too, like, we're really open about that shit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's different. I just forgot that we were recording when we said it. And
that's kind of the point of kickback, but I can definitely see where, like...
Yeah, I don't want people to get worried. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going through it, but I'm not thinking that way.
Well, that's why I asked, like, do you have a reason? Because sometimes you don't.
Well, I mean, there is a reason, but at the same time, I feel like I don't have a reason, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like,
you know what I mean, though? Like,
if I did quit my job, would I be okay? Probably not.
You shouldn't do it yet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. When you actually get the building and stuff, that's when... So, like, my dad always said, you don't quit your job until you're working more, until you're making more money at the... side job,
you know. Yep.
Which makes sense.
I just wish I got paid more.
Oh, shit. I get paid weekly, and I'm realizing now how much it is not enough.
Yeah.
like it's basically like 500 a week, which is cool. But damn. Holy shit, man.
So yeah, back to your friend that's going through it. Sorry.
Well, I mean, she said something today, and what I was telling her was like meditation. Meditation helps me a lot, but meditation, you know what I've been doing? I've been doing with my mom. I've been waking up and doing like Pilates with my mom.
Okay, that helps.
Dog, that helps a lot because it's like yoga, but it's like really intense.
Yeah.
So it keeps your mind more engaged.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just going on record now. Like, fuck all the yoga instructors because they're fantastic about like at shit that I'm struggling with.
Oh yeah.
So you like look on the screen and you see this like really cute girl. And she's like, and now we're gonna go ahead and stretch our ankles all the way behind our heads. I'm like, you
will.
Like, we're just gonna stand up, and this is called tree pose. And you're looking, you're like, this is bullshit. I'm gonna go lift weights.
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah, I'm gonna go knock out this bench press.
Yoga is fucking hard.
It's really, really fucking good though.
Yeah, it is. It's good for you. And
that chick that I was telling you about, like, yoga's her thing. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone saw that.
Someone definitely saw that. Well, it's funny because, like, okay, so I was talking to one of my friends. So this friend is fucking great. I think you know her, actually. I think you met her. First of all, she thought I was Mexican for like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Which shout out to all the Mexican homies, but I'm not Mexican. And
I've been called Mexican before too.
I guess I can see it for us, but like we've never claimed it.
Yeah.
So it's weird. Like if I claimed to be Mexican, if she was like, "Oh, are you Mexican?" I was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, I would understand. But I've never claimed to be Mexican. And when she asked, she was like, "Are you Mexican?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Yeah, you are." And I'm like,
"I just told you I'm not."
Yeah. Like, why not lie about that? So, but I was like, "Yo, I'm about to get, like, when I got my last tattoo, I'm like, yo, do you want to come with me? I'm getting tattooed and I'm going to go hit some other stuff." And she goes, "You probably got, like, a bunch of girls with you." And it hit me. And I was like, "Man, you think I just got hoes?" Just, like, on deck.
I hate when that happens.
But here's the thing. I have female friends, and I have dude friends. I have a couple dude friends here. You, Asim.
Okay, yeah.
Well, even Asim, I don't really see that much. I don't really see, like, most of my dude friends I don't really see that much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, you, like, Asim, Malik, Spencer, Jared, like, I don't really see him that much. I don't know why. Dudes don't hang out with dudes, though.
Yeah, we do.
You know how much it bro, I had to, like, schedule a fight. I had to schedule this fucking UFC fight. Damn near. For, like, to get, like, you, Jacob, and everyone together. And even then, like, I've noticed, like, dudes don't really, like, go... I think, what it is, probably dudes just don't go out. I think if dudes are already out, then dudes will go out. But, like... Every time we've hung out, like if we went out somewhere, it was because it was like, yo, me and Michaela.
Yeah.
Or like, yo, me and so and so. Oh, yo, me and, like, you know, it was always like me and Michaela, or like, hey, Michaela's, you know, cousins or whatever. Like, hey, we're all going out here. You want to come with? So I don't think dudes really go out. I think dudes, like, if you were just like, yo, we chilling. Like, I think that happens
through
more.
Type shit.
Yeah, I think that happens more. It's like, yo, you watching the fights? Yeah, all right, cool. I'll be there in 10. All right, bring food.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that happens more often than, like, than a dude just, like, than, like, me calling you up and, like, yo, you want to go to a Valley Bar?
I kind of miss Valley Bar.
Valley Bar's kind of lit, but there's, like, that whole bar's, like, that whole club's, like, 8 square feet. Like, I get why it's not open.
Nah, they need, like, an MF Doom night.
They probably would do that, to be honest.
They would do an MF Doom night. Imagine just playing fucking...
accordion on repeat.
Accordion. Or beef rap on repeat.
Beef rap would be crazy.
That would be nuts.
Yo, I re-listened to... First of all, Ye Avengers. How long do we go? 30 minutes without mentioning Kanye West. Fuck y'all.
Yo, straight up.
I was listening to My Beautiful Dark... Well, no. I listened to just Dark Fantasy. That's how I knew. I was like... Alright, something's up. Because I was like, yo, I wonder if there's a mix of Dark Fantasy that doesn't have Nicki Minaj talking. Not because I'm a Nicki Minaj hater. Just because that's a long ass intro when I really just want to hear Kanye West go, I fantasize about this back in Chicago, that mercy, mercy me, that mercy alago. Which is a hard ass bar. But I was thinking about that the other day. And the thing is, he sounds mad focused on that album.
Oh my god, dude. We're not. I mean, if we're gonna get a deep dive into My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
Like,
I listened to it.
Does he feel as focused on any album since that?
I listened to it all the way through again. I'm putting it over 808s.
See what I mean? Like,
after listening to 808s and that in the same day, I'm putting it over 808s.
I'm telling you,
that's crazy for me to say because I'm the biggest 808s lover.
But the thing is, he takes so much of 808s into My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He takes a lot of 808s, and he takes a lot of like, you can see that he's about to go down the path of Watch the Throne.
My thing is, I feel like Yeezus was the greatest follow-up to My Beautiful Dark. In my opinion, that follow-up was crazy.
I slightly disagree because I think that Life of Pablo is a little bit more of that like I produce and I rap type shit that he did on My Beautiful Dark.
Yeah, but Yeezus was like a clusterfuck of everyone,
and that's why Yeezus to me feels like almost feels like an angrier sequel to 808s.
It is. Damn, that's true. That gave me chills thinking about it.
Like to me, like, know what it feels like to me? 808s feels like when your heart's broke, and Yeezus feels like when you get mad about it.
Yep. When the anger comes.
Yeah.
But
if the anger comes,
I love Yeezus. It's up there for me.
Good, dude.
I love Yeezus. That's like
there's some stuff that like, and this is one thing I have about question I had about Kanye because he started doing this a while ago, but you hear it a lot on Yeezus. He mixes like civil rights icons, with like just fucking like wild shit. Because I remember he said on Good Morning, he says, I'm the fly Malcolm X by any means necessary. I was like, that's hard.
Yeah. Because
at that time he was doing like semi-conscious shit too. But I kind of want to know like, because what did he say that was insane on I'm In It? I'll put my fist in there like a civil rights sign. I'm like,
damn. Yep.
Ew. And then like Blood on the Leaves, like that's a Billie Holiday song about lynching.
Yeah.
And he flips it into like, I actually don't know what that song's about, but
it's about love, dude. That song was about love.
Yeah, not the first half.
Love and lust, in my opinion. That's what that song was about.
Yeah, that song was definitely Love and Lust, yeah. But it's weird how he like flipped it because I kind of wonder.
He starts talking about heartbreak, but then he talks about
not having the money right now.
Yeah, and shit. It's pretty crazy.
I kind of like the stream of consciousness, Ye, though, where you could tell that he was just like, because the later Ye feels like he made the album over like a year and a half, where he just like wrote down his feelings at like different points and was like, this kind of works here, this kind of works here. But like listening to My Beautiful Dark, like he sounds so focused on that. It's weird. It's like I was talking to my mom about J. Cole because my brother's favorite rapper is J. Cole. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, my issues with J. Cole recently is that, and you can see this really when you watch his videos. Watch his videos from before KOD.
Yeah, you've told me this.
And there's a look in his eyes that's different, bro. Like he looks like something. He doesn't look like there's energy in it, which is crazy because like KOD is definitely his most energetic album.
Nah.
Energetic.
2014.
Compared to ATM as your first track?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Born Sinner was up there too with like,
but
energy.
No, when I say energy, I don't mean that like he sounds lazy. I mean that like you're not moshing to Land of the Snakes.
Nah.
You're moshing to ATM though.
Yeah, true.
So that's what I mean by that. So I'm like, it's weird because like it's almost like he was trying to get the energy from the music. But then when I saw the fire come back on, is like when you watch the videos especially, is Revenge of the Dreamers. I think for J. Cole, having Dreamville around him makes him better. Like way better.
Oh, for sure. Dude.
I think he would have flamed out a couple years ago if it weren't for Dreamville because I think that he was like, think about who's in that room. You have Earth Gang and all of that they bring to the table. You got Boss and his perspective. you've got JID and all that he brings to the table, and then their affiliates.
Yep.
So like I think certain rappers like they need. That's why I'm kind of wondering with Kendrick Lamar. I wonder if Black Hippie is going to be kind of his own thing outside of TDE.
I think Top said there's never going to be a Black Hippie album.
And I wonder if that's why, because like if I'm Kendrick, would I rather talk to Sir
if you listen
or
to
Absol?
Absol for sure. But if you listen to Absol albums and Schoolboy Q albums, you just hear Kendrick in the background. You hear his voice.
And I wonder if like as TDE gets bigger, if you're gonna have that We Were the Originals versus your SZA's, Isaiah Rashad's, Sir, who else is part of TDE? There's another dude, I can't remember his name. But I wonder if you're gonna get like, no, this is Kendrick Lamar TDE, this is Black Hippie TDE, these are the new guys TDE.
Yeah.
Because I know they said they all fuck with each other, but like, you can't. You're gonna fuck with the dude that you came in with like 15 years ago, way harder than the dude that you helped sign. You know, even because I remember I went to see when I was in LA for Flogno. We saw SZA. SZA brought out Sir brought out Kendrick. That was dope. Or maybe I think SZA brought out Isaiah Rashad.
Bro, I saw Kendrick for Good Kid, Mad City.
That's wild.
But he opened up for Kanye at the Yeezus tour.
Did he do? Was that during the Good Kid, Mad City tour?
Yeah. Well, that was during the era of Good Kid, Mad City.
So is he doing like rigor mortis and shit like that?
Dude, I don't remember the set list because he had a live band, and at the time I didn't like live bands with hip hop, so I was kind of over it. But now that I look back,
wait, he was doing that during Good Kid, Mad City?
Yeah, live bands but yeah, he played a lot of Good Kid, Mad. He basically.
Do you like To Pimp a Butterfly?
Yes.
Do you like Damn?
Oh my, yes.
What's your Kendrick hierarchy?
Like, which one's the best?
Yeah.
Oh man, To Pimp a Butterfly.
I think my issue To Pimp a Butterfly is that I don't think I've gone back to it.
Dude, I listened to it nonstop in 2015.
That's what I'm saying. But like, did you go back to it after that?
I've been back to it a few times.
Besides like All Right and King Kunta?
Yeah, I have.
I should try it again.
I like For Free. That's like my...
For Free's good.
That's a crazy song.
But like, that's what I'm saying. It's wild because...
Or the one where he's talking to Lucy. Oh my god, that shit was like...
I think that's the craziest thing is that like 2015, I argue, like I'm fighting people on it now. That was probably the best year in rap that I can remember.
2014?
2015.
Oh yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly, at long last ASAP, and Lupe Fiasco came out with Tetsuo and Youth in the same year. In the same like half of the year too. That was like the first 6 months of the year.
Yep.
And they were just like, all right, bam, there's your 3 albums of the year.
Mac. Good AM.
He did. Oh shit, that came out in 2005 too, huh?
2015, yeah.
Or 2015, yeah.
2015. I remember that tour was fucking.
That's
amazing.
actually insane. Yeah, that's a really, really good year.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if like
and then a year after he came out with Divine Feminine, which is probably one of the greatest love albums I've ever listened to for a rapper.
Do you listen to love songs when you're not in love?
Yeah, I do. Have you ever listened to Divine Feminine?
Partly.
You should listen to it all the way.
Yeah, I need to re-listen to it because I like Mac a lot, but I think I fell out of Mac as I started discovering other rappers.
No, I get
which
that.
Isn't fair to Mac, but
no, I get that. But dude, the evolution of Mac, I don't think anybody's ever gonna replicate that. Not just because like I'm a huge Mac fan and he's passed away.
You know how crazy it is to go from party rapper to like introspective feminist.
Dude, going from Kids to freaking Macadelic was insane. When I heard Macadelic, dude, I was shocked. I was like, dude, what is this? But in a good way. I was like, what is he doing? Like, what is he going through?
He's one of the few white rappers who kind of he got it to me.
Oh yeah,
because like him and BC Boys. Because actually no, that's what it was. That is who did it. That is the template. It's BC Boys. They hate their first album.
Yeah.
License Deal. They hate that album. But going from like, oh, we're the frat rap, you know, like, oh, everybody get your Bud Lights rapper to like, later they were talking about like Buddhism and like meditation and introspective. Like, yeah, no, That's it. That's how you have to do it.
Yep.
You know, otherwise, because here's the problem with people like Eminem is that Eminem didn't grow. He was kind of always, but he stayed consistent. So it's like, which one would you rather have?
In a way, he's grown.
His content hasn't really grown that much.
He's not really talking about killing his mom anymore.
Which, I mean, that's a really low bar to set, but
you get what I'm saying, though. Like,
yeah, but like that's kind of, I think that's why people don't really,
just to make it fair for him is what I'm saying. Like, he's not.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like the growth of like from party rap. Like, imagine if Lil Dicky came out tomorrow
with a Macadelic,
with rapping about like how like real real shit. Actually, no, I'm not gonna put that on Lil Dicky because he does it in a weird kind of silly way. Imagine if Macklemore.
Dude, I think Lil Dicky's a good lyricist. Like, aside from the jokes and shit, you get what I'm saying? Like,
I just
his wordplay is pretty good.
It is. His content doesn't interest me that much.
No, exactly. I don't listen to him. Well, like, when I've heard him, like, freestyle, I'm like, damn, this dude, he can spit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He can spit, you know?
But there's a lot of rappers like that, and mostly white rappers, I'm going to say, just because I feel like white rappers feel like they have to be funny in order to get on, or you have to be like Eminem, and when you try too hard to be Eminem without being Eminem, then you end up being Machine Gun Kelly. And when you try to joke your way to it, then you become...
G-Eazy.
G-Eazy, like, you can tell he kind of takes it a little bit seriously. Like, then you got those guys that fall in the middle, but they're like...
I don't like G-Eazy for some reason. I don't really like
G-Eazy.
No,
he's fine.
He's okay. I like one song by him.
Yeah. At least with, like, G-Eazy kind of seems like he could be a Yellow Wolf to me. Where...
Yellow Wolf's dope. Like, he's very underrated.
Yeah, I like Yellow Wolf because, like, I think G-Eazy, which I don't know how old he is, and I really don't know how long he's been rapping, but that's why I don't really kill younger rappers when they first start out, is because, like, you have not found your voice yet.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. You have not. Lil Uzi Vert hasn't found his voice yet. Which is crazy.
Imagine when he does.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, when you're really, really young, you're just... And Kendrick even said that. Like, he copied Wayne.
Yeah, he did.
Like, Kendrick
Listen to C4.
Yeah, Kendrick just bit Wayne for, like...
Dude, I remember when I first discovered Kendrick was C4. That mixtape.
That was it?
Well, I think that's the name of it, right?
Yeah,
C4?
Yeah.
When he went by K-Dot, and I was like, who is this dude? It was literally... Or was it C4? Some shit like that.
No, yeah, C4.
Yeah, the one where he literally copied the Carter 3 on the cover. And I was like, dude, this guy... I kind of didn't like it at first. I was like, this shit just copied Wayne. Like, he was copying Wayne on that.
And then when you listen to, like, Section 80...
Oh my god!
And Good Kid, Mad City, you're like, oh.
Section 80 is such an underrated. I don't think it's underrated, but
no, it is, because people don't even call it an album.
No, exactly. They call it a mixtape, but
it's not. It's an album.
It is an album.
It had like national release.
I remember that shit when it came out too. Oh my god!
I like Section 80 a lot.
It was so good. I like the story told on it.
Yeah.
And then Good Kid, Mad City came out, and I was like, damn, dude, this guy evolved very quickly.
Yeah, he really did. And I wonder again. I feel like. I've always said that the circle around you matters. And so I feel like that circle of Absol, Schoolboy Q, Top Dog, J-Rock, that's a really unique circle.
You get a lot of different perspectives.
Because J-Rock is kind of like, especially his older shit. Like, yo, J-Rock was signed to Strange at one time.
Yeah.
And, like, J-Rock's older shit, it sounds like almost like Game-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can tell, like, J-Rock, like, listened to a bunch of Game. Schoolboy is basically Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Like, with how, like, with what instrumentals he picks and how he goes about his music. Like, that's why I love Blankface, which I know you're more of a Crash Talk guy. But Blankface
I'm
EP...
Oxymoron guy.
Okay, I can give you Oxymoron. But Blankface, to me, is his best project ever.
Yeah,
because
no, I can't argue that either.
All that shit that Schoolboy likes, you know, all that, like, kind of jazzy, funky type shit, he does, like, insanely gangster lyrics on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's like, all right, cool. Can I have, like, George Clinton? Like, I want to do what Kendrick did, but I want to talk about shooting people in a cool way. And we're like, all right, yeah, no, that works.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't really like when Schoolboy does, like, love songs, though. Because, like, it sounds like he's really trying to be Ja Rule, but, like, it's really hard to be Ja Rule when you don't have Ashanti.
Well, yeah. I mean, after listening to Blankface a lot more, Not Blank Face. I'm sorry. Crash Talk. There's a lot of throwaways on that album.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of throwaways.
I've been saying that for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of throwaways.
He's got Num Num Juice. Chopsticks is okay.
Num Num Juice is dope. Chopsticks is a club banger, you know.
Yeah.
Not really. It wasn't even played in the clubs, but.
No. But I mean, you can tell what like certain things are supposed to be. I think it's
like
fine.
The one with Ty Dolla $ign, I don't like at all. I don't like that song.
You know who I really, really want to see work with TDE more?
Buddy.
Vince Staples. Oh, okay, yeah, Buddy.
Well, he doesn't work with them at all, but like that'd be a great.
No, him. Okay, so Vince Staples. The other dude that shocks me that he's not signed to TDE because I feel like they really, really missed out was Boogie.
Okay.
Not a Boogie with the hoodie.
No, I know.
Yeah, Boogie and Vince Staples. I'm shocked they didn't sign with TDE. Because if I'm top, and I mean maybe there's some LA shit, which is why they didn't do it. But if I'm top, I don't even know who's signed, who Vince Staples is signed to.
Yeah.
And like, because there's certain rappers that I kind of look forward to work together. I'm shocked that like Lupe Fiasco and Kendrick have beef. It's like creative beef. But when you look at who Lupe works with, he works with Absol a lot. Like a lot. Like Lupe has a song. Okay, so J Rock has a song with Lupe.
Mm-hmm.
Lupe has, or not J Rock, but Absol has a song with Lupe, and then like 2 albums later, Lupe has a song with Absol, which is like that makes a difference. So not only have they been on each other's songs, but I was messing around, and I had this challenge with my brother that he didn't think that I could have a through line for like. I was like, yo, give me 2 artists, and I guarantee you I can make a playlist that plays each of their music without them like directly featuring. So he was like, cool, Childish Gambino and Atmosphere. And I found that through line. Like, it took a little bit, but I found a through line of like, okay, Childish Gambino made a song here with so-and-so made a song with so-and-so else, and you were able to find like a trail of artists where if it was like for example, we'll do a really, really easy one. Absol and... Oh, we'll say like Mac Miller and fucking... We'll say Kendrick, which I know there's like the easy one there. But it's like, okay, Absol had a song, or Mac Miller had a song called Easily, where he was with Chuck English and Absol. Absol had a song, you know, like you can...
I get
like,
what you're saying.
Yeah. And so what I realized, because I thought it was going to be a lot easier, because I thought that one of the singers that Nikki Jean, or I think she goes by Nikki Jean, it's either Nikki Jean or Nikki John, but Nikki Jean had a song, and I thought that she would have had a song that got me from Absol to Lupe Fiasco or something like that. It was something where I thought that the through line was going to be easier, but I had to take a detour. And dog, I found like 6 songs already that Absol, Nikki John, and Lupe Fiasco have made either with each other or with one of the other two. I was like, holy shit, we could have a whole album with just these 3 people, Nikki John, Absol, and Lupe Fiasco, which would be fire. And so I kind of wonder, like, there's other artists that like Kilo Kish, Childish Gambino, and Vince Staples would be fire. Like Jaden Smith, Tyler Creator, and A$AP Rocky.
That'd be nuts.
But like, I'm surprised that Jaden isn't signed to Odd Future.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that Jaden isn't signed to Odd Future, if that's even a label anymore. No, it's Golf Link.
Yeah, but Odd Future's done, dude.
I thought the label was still called Odd Future, but I'm not. I think it might be just called Golf or Golf Wing or one of the two.
Probably.
Because
like, regardless, Odd Future's done.
Yeah,
like the group itself.
I mean, he brought out Earl Sweatshirt last time I saw him. So like,
of course, I mean they're all still cool and shit, but
to me, here's my thing: who was in Odd Future?
Domo Genesis. You had
not a rapper,
but still, yeah, he rapped.
He rapped, but he was definitely more of a producer.
Yeah, he was just fucking around and shit.
But you really only had the internet, which even then Sid blew up, and the rest of the internet kind of...
Yeah, exactly.
Like, kind of, sort of. Like, Steve Lacy's getting his, but... Like, so you have...
Shout out to Sid, bro. She's amazing.
She's great.
Yeah.
But you had Sid, you had Frank Ocean, you had Earl Sweatshirt, and you had Tyler Creator.
Yep.
You really only had 4 people in that clique. And they make music together fairly often. Like, Sid was on Flower Boy.
Yeah.
She did background vocals.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Great album.
Great album. I argue his best.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go back on my word and say that Flower Boy was his best.
What was it before?
Igor.
Igor got a little bit too R&B for me, and then I had to re-listen to it from the perspective of this is an R&B album, and it got way better.
I love that album. Igor is
when
so
I listened
good.
to it expecting a rap album, I was like, this is kind of shit.
I wasn't expecting a rap album from it.
I was expecting...
That's not what I expected,
I was
though.
basically expecting Flower Boy.
I think Igor is Flower Boy on crack, dude. No, on steroids.
No, here's the thing. I think Igor is Flower Boy without the crack.
Okay.
Igor is Flower Boy without Who Dat Boy,
Yeah.
where he cuts off Blake Griffin's face and wears it as a mask.
Yep. Which is fucking hilarious.
That's funny as shit. But like Igor is Tyler without all that, like, which is fine. Like it's good. Like I like it, but it's way better. I don't think it should have won Best Hip Hop Album. Like not even close. It should have won Best R&B Album though.
Yeah, I mean if we're talking specifics.
Awards don't listen. Let me get this straight right now. Awards don't fucking matter.
No.
But the thing to me that matters about like awards and shit, award shows and like, cause my dad's like,
what award did he win? The Grammy?
He won a Grammy.
He won a Grammy for it.
But the thing, and I try to explain to my dad like why award shows and shit matter to me, is because like, listen, we all know that awards don't mean anything, but you set a precedent for how the rest of the culture goes when you have Macklemore win Best Hip Hop Award. Best Hip Hop Album.
Over Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
You set a precedent now.
It's so
stupid. So for me, now it's like, okay, cool. Now Post Malone feels that Beer Bongs and Bentley is a rap album. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Now we get fucking corny shit from other rappers because, well, Macklemore won it.
I like Post's first album. Other than that, everything else is ass.
Stoney's pretty good.
Stoney's pretty good. Is it Stoney?
I think so.
Broken Whiskey Glass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song's crazy.
I love that song. I was listening to that today. I was
that song's crazy.
This was before he went Hollywood and all that shit.
Which again, if you want to,
but that song with Ozzy is hard.
Isn't it called like Hollywood's Burning or something like that?
Hollywood's Burning is pretty cool. I listened to it all the way through, but I only like the beginning of it.
Ozzy kills that shit.
Ozzy fucking murders that shit for how old he is and
1,000.
Yeah, exactly. He still killed that shit. His voice is still Ozzy, you know.
Yeah, especially because we're rock fans too. Like spoiler alert, we listen to rock.
Oh yeah, I listen. I love Black Sabbath.
We listen to.
I love Led Zeppelin. I love Pink Floyd. Obviously,
my homeboy Nico, like that. We were just talking about rock and like we didn't like. It's funny because like David Bowie, yeah, that's my guy.
I never really listened to David Bowie.
Go listen to Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders on Mars.
What does it sound like? Because like my thing is, I don't really like certain type of rock. Is it guitar based? I love guitar based.
A lot of guitar.
Okay, good.
A lot of guitar. I'm a little surprised you haven't listened to David Bowie.
I'm very selective.
This album is my favorite by him.
Just throw music at me, bro. I'm always down to listen.
No, we're about to get demonetized.
No, we're not gonna listen to it. I'm just saying, like, throw music at me. Send it to me.
Yeah, for sure. My personal favorite. So the thing about David Bowie is that he has a lot of different personas, which to me is fucking rad.
Yeah. No, I'm not taking anything away from David Bowie because like I know who he is.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, well, does he sound like? It's like, okay, well, does he sound like Let's Dance? Does he sound like Under Pressure? Does he sound like
yeah, check exactly.
This out.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can fuck with that.
It's pinkish. There's some pink in there.
It sounded it sounded like Beatles to me.
A little bit of Beatles.
And I'm not like a huge fan of the Beatles.
I wasn't either until I listened to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And I was like, oh, okay, no, I see why you got it.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Why?
Because I remember this one time you said that Pink Floyd stole blues sound. And you said their first 3 albums were blues related. I listened to their first 3 albums. They were very psychedelic rock. There was no blues or incorporated.
Alright, let's check this out. Because Pink Floyd definitely did have a lot of blues shit. But
Dark Side of the Moon is very blues. Wish You Were Here is very blues and country. And
alright, let me find their first album. Because their first album was...
First album... I'll pull it up too.
Yeah, this is what... Piper at the Gates of Dawn.
psychedelic rock. Piper at the Gates of Dawn, saucer full of secrets.
This is what I mean. This is kind of blues. I don't know. That's a stretch.
It's not really bluesy.
Holy shit, this sounds really good.
In a way, I get what you're saying, but
That's bluesy.
I don't think they stole sounds.
You know who? Well, and here's the thing too.
Led Zeppelin was the ones that stole sounds.
Yo, Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin stole the sounds.
Well, here's the thing too. Is that
they all worked
together.
together.
Led Zeppelin really did.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin for
sure.
Led
Zeppelin's first three albums definitely did.
It's proven that they stole.
Yeah.
Music.
Which is crazy because like they turned into metal, which
yeah,
like when you listen to like Zealand Otter is not a good example because they definitely do sound bluesy. But when you listen to modern metal, like they don't sound anything like Led Zeppelin. No, I'll take that criticism. I'll take that hit. No, that's fucking psychedelic rock right there.
There was a lot of psychedelic
That's
rock.
blues the same way Jimi Hendrix is blues.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Holy shit, can you imagine if Jimi Hendrix... That's one thing I was talking to my dad about. Like, when did features become a thing?
That's
like,
a good question.
Features.
That's a good question
because like Eddie Van Halen played guitar on Beat It.
Yeah.
And David Bowie, you can hear him, is on Under Pressure. But we don't know that. We just like, can you imagine if like your fucking head would explode if you saw the Jimi Hendrix Experience featuring David Gilmour?
Oh my god, dude! Both of them on guitar, like I'm getting chills thinking about that like, freaking duo right now.
It's crazy to me because like I don't know when that would have started. Maybe Run DMC and Aerosmith, maybe.
Yeah.
Like when did you start seeing features? Because now, like you see, like that's
like
part of the
accredited features. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I would say like the 80s, maybe.
Maybe, but like, because I'm trying to. Okay, so I can't think of a huge feature song from the 80s that said so and so featuring so and so.
Yeah.
Now the 90s, I can name a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like easy one, Blackstreet featuring Dr. Dre, No Diggity.
Yep.
But I want to know when those features, like a credited feature on a song where it wasn't like, oh, we had David Bowie sing background because apparently Freddie Mercury wasn't weird enough. We needed another fucking alien.
Have you ever heard "Have a Cigar" by Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
None of the members sang that song. One of their friends did. Because none of them could get the pitch right. Because if you listen to that song, it's very like condescending and like just condescending. That's the only word I can think of. But one of their friends did it.
I just read a story about
and everybody thinks it's David.
And it's just like a dude.
Yeah, but this guy's he's like pretty known in, you know, the UK and shit.
But over here we're like, nah, fuck that nerd.
Yeah, we don't know who he is.
I kind of want to be that person, to be honest, where like
you're on like a very famous fucking album and
think about it, think about it this way. So I think I might have told you this. I'm not sure if I told the pod though. Atmosphere, and holy shit is Atmosphere going through it right now. Have you heard about the allegations in Minneapolis?
No.
Dog, like their entire hip hop scene has been like almost everyone in their hip hop. So here's the thing about Minneapolis hip hop. It's not like other cities, to be honest, but it like they're primarily dominated by two cliques. You have the Rhymesayers clique and you have Doomtree. And they have a lot of like there is some overlap, but like Doomtree is like I think 8 people, and Rhymesayers now because they're less Minneapolis and more national, they have different artists. I think Rhymesayers is basically like the all-star team for underground hip-hop. So like MF Doom is signed to Rhymesayers, Dilated Peoples is signed to Rhymesayers, Atmosphere is signed to Rhymesayers. Like they're kind of the all-star team.
Yeah.
But like a lot of their acts that like are currently out are like almost all of them are from Minneapolis. Dem Atlas, POS, Prof, like dog. I don't remember when I heard it, but like half of both cliques have gotten in trouble for sexual assault or sexual misconduct. Dude, do you know how crazy that is? The Minneapolis hip hop is not a big circle. This isn't New York.
Yeah.
This isn't New York where we find out ASAP Bari's are on some fuck shit, so we kick him out of ASAP Mob. This is like, imagine if like half of ASAP Mob and like half of Rock Nation all got in trouble for the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be looking at like a collapse. And so I'm like, holy shit, like Doomtree, and I was like, fuck, dude. But I was watching a video when the Timberwolves got their new uniforms, and the Timberwolves basically just like got everyone from Rhymesayers and like a couple people from Doomtree to introduce the new uniforms, and I was like, holy shit, what if one day the Suns were like, all right, listen, you guys are legends around here, we want you guys to introduce new uniforms. So that's kind of what I've been working towards, and like that's why I was telling my dad, because he was like, well, yeah, and I know that you want to expand all over the place. I'm like, not really. Besides Arizona, the only place I would go is back home. I go back to Hawaii. That's it. Now, I do want to eventually, I was talking to him too, because what I want to do with Starving Artists eventually is franchise it out, but in like a different way. So like, let's say your cousin in New York is like, yo, my cousin, he's been telling me what you've been doing with Starving Artists. I want a piece. All right, cool. I'm going to franchise this name out to you, and I'm going to, help you start it out. I'll be over there, like I'll be in New York for like 6 months. I'll help you start it out. And then if you can run it for 10 years, you can just have it. Mm-hmm. We take all the branding back, but you can just have it. Like that's what I want to do too, because like I want it to be where I'm just constantly helping people grow. Like that'd be so dope if like, hey, listen, man, you started this in 2020. If you can keep it going by 2030, it's completely yours, no questions asked.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, well, 10 years is a long time for a franchise. Yeah, but if you can run a business for 10 years, you deserve that business. I'll take Arizona and Hawaii. Because I live in Arizona and I grew up in Hawaii. I'll take those two. That's all I want. Just keep me out west. If you want to do one in Jacksonville, cool. If you want to do one in fucking Omaha, cool.
Go for it.
Like, I don't really, as long as you can run this for 10 years. And if you can't, well...
shit.
Looks like either this wasn't the right market, this wasn't, there's a bunch of other things. So I'm like, damn, if you could, like... And I think that'd be revolutionary. Like, imagine if that was McDonald's. Imagine McDonald's was like, listen, you can have this franchise for 10 years.
You can get there, man.
And after that, you can just have it.
Yeah.
Imagine what that would do for local business. Where it's like, no, like, we're going to, like, this, you're a franchise for 10 years. But after those 10 years, I don't want your money. I don't want, all you got to worry about is the branding. You've built your customer base over 10 years. You can have it. You can do whatever you want now. Don't call it, like, you're not Starving Artist anymore. But, yeah, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
I think that's a super cool idea that I really want to enact in the future.
It'll work out, man. It's gonna get there.
That one is like way in the future, though.
No, for sure. But
that one, like, I would have to be like in my 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
Like that one is not like 32-year-old Braven. Like, yo, man, you want to do a friend? Not like that's like
years
got some skin in the game, gray in the
20
beard.
20 years from now.
Yeah, that one. But it's kind of like what I posted on Instagram yesterday. Like, it's like my plans are just to be like, yo, imagine if we can. Because there's this dope dude out of Miami. He's a rapper, Starve Marv. He goes by King Negus.
Huh.
That's cold.
That's dope.
And but there's this dude out of Miami, and he's been doing graphic design, which I was like, all right, cool, that's fucking dope. And I chopped it up with him because I wanted him to do some design for some tournaments, like all the tournaments and events I'm planning on doing next year. And he was like, don't you think that's kind of a lot, for your first year is to hold 5 tournaments in the summer? I'm like, oh, dude, yes. Or I think it's 6 tournaments, actually. I'm like, yeah, for sure. That's a lot. But if I can do that, he's like, oh, dude, you're set for the next 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's 1,000% right. That is a lot. That is a heavy-ass weight.
Yep.
But, shit, if that happens...
Why not, man?
Yeah. And like, because honestly, shit might not. It, like, straight up, like, it just might not happen. It might be where, like, yo, listen, you can only get 4 events out this year. Yo, listen, you can only do 2. Yo, listen, this fell through, that fell through. I'm almost positive I can get all 6 events out. Because most of them are just like, hey, man, can I have the park for like 3 hours?
Yeah.
Like, so most of them are basically just that. But I think that'd be super fucking crazy if, like, holding 6 events. Because I'm not sure have I shown you the events I want to do?
Yeah.
I want to do a basketball tournament,
yep,
a rugby tournament, a 5-on-5 soccer tournament. That one's gonna be a little bit tougher to pull. I already know. I want to do a video game tournament, and I want to do something for Juneteenth.
Hell yeah.
So, but that's like a barbecue. That's fucking easy.
Yeah.
Like, yo, can I rent this gazebo? Yeah. All right, cool. Hey, can you guys bring cornhole? Can you guys, bring a football?
Bring some hot dogs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's easy. I can do that. That's light work. Maybe bring a stage and have like an open mic type.
Hey, ideas.
There we go. But other than that, like, that's easy. I don't, because what I would like to see Juneteenth, did you do anything for 4th of July?
Fuck no.
I mean, it was a Saturday, so you just did Saturday shit.
Yeah, exactly. It was a normal day for me.
Yeah, I woke up and I was like, do I still have skate? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, exactly.
But for me, it was like, whatever. But I would like Juneteenth eventually to be like, I want Juneteenth to be like what you see. I want Juneteenth to be for Black people what you see like when you see well, you're from New York, so imagine because I'm from Chicago, so imagine what St. Patrick's Day is. Not St. Patrick's Day, that's a shitty example. I actually don't want to be like St. Patrick's Day.
Albanian Parade Day.
Oh. If I want Juneteenth to be for Black people, actually no, that's actually a really good example, the Puerto Rican Puerto Rican Day parades and shit. Or New York, I guess it's just when the Yankees win a World Series. I've seen those parades. You guys go fucking nuts. And for a while, it was every 3 years. I was
yeah, right.
Shout out to Nico, who's a big Yankees fan. Actually, I found out why. It's kind of a cool story. But he's Panamanian. And so he's a big fan because Mariano Rivera.
Oh, it makes sense.
I was like, yeah, you're not even from New York. He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, fair.
Yeah. But,
no, I want Juneteenth to be the kind of day where why can't we have fireworks on Juneteenth? Why can't we have a parade?
Yeah.
I guess Pride Day for Black people.
Exactly, man.
Me and my dad were talking, and I was like, or me and my dad, my brothers, and I was like, hey, do you think the blacks could talk to the gays and trade months? We'll give you February if you give us Pride Month. We'll give you Black History Month if you give us Pride Month. And my problem is I'm I don't know, man. They not only do they lose 2 days in that deal, they also lose the weather. Because I feel a Pride parade in February would be whack in most of the country.
Yeah.
I feel February. I don't know who's going to a Pride parade in tight ass rainbow shorts in February.
There's some people that might do it.
Yeah, but like
Action Bronson, he wears shorts everywhere.
That's a tough trade, though. As a member of the black delegation, the black front office is we gotta throw in a pick. I don't want to, but we gotta throw in a pick. At least 2 picks. So we have to give you February and a first round pick?
First round pick.
For Pride Month? I don't know. I don't know if that's a good trade. I don't know. I feel if I'm talking to the gay front office, I have to be we're getting Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But we're losing arguably the best month to have a parade. Because you're coming out of May, so it's still warm.
Yep.
But it's not that weird, cool springtime. And you're not encroaching on 4th of July. You're right in the middle. That's the perfect month for a parade. So I'm damn, what would we have to do to swap out, because we don't have a, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know that many gay people, so I can't be yo, listen. I can talk to, the 3 or 2 that I know. Actually, no, I know 1 who might actually go with it. But we gotta talk to them. It's you remember the Dave Chappelle racial draft?
Yes.
When they were making trades? That's kind of how I treat this. I'm yo, we'll trade you Black History Month for Pride. They're on a first round draft pick, but
who would be the first round?
I don't know. That's another problem.
Who would be the draft pick, man?
Frank Ocean.
Frank, hey.
I heard he's not even gay though. I heard he's bi, which I guess is still.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. We are not the authority on this.
Yeah, don't. We're not. Don't quote us.
I have one gay friend that I was in the army with.
Do I have gay friends?
I'm sure you do, but like...
Do I have gay affiliates?
Here's the thing, is that like... When we say this...
That sounds so bad.
It does. Affiliates. It sounds really bad.
Sorry.
Here's the thing, though. It's like... for us personally, and this isn't for everyone, so like... And I wasn't going to say don't judge us, but like, if you want to judge us, like, whatever. We don't go out enough to have... Like, just friends in general.
No, but every person that I've come across that is gay is like the coolest person.
I'm super cool with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. I have no problem. I'm not like one of those people. I
probably met you 1 or 2 times.
Dude, and I have no problem. Like, you know how people always say, oh, they better not hit on me. Dude, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
I had a gay roommate when I was in the Army, and he said something that was very, really interesting to me because I never thought about it before. But we we met up later, and I was like, yo, because he's like, yo, I'm gonna be in this city. I'm like, yo, I live like 10 minutes away, like I'll come see you. And first of all, the funny thing was that like he always said that I was a better dresser than he was, and I always said, well, fucking of course I am. Like, I'm a better dresser than a lot of people, just like full stop. Like, yo, don't judge the fucking cargo shorts, because I got playing with.
Don't judge the knees.
No, you can judge my fucking knees. My knees are great. And yo, here's the thing that's crazy to me. I'm barefoot so often now because like if I just go like kick in the backyard, I'm like turning like I'm one color now. Like before I wore sneakers so often, my feet were like completely different.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm chilling. Like I'm on my hippie shit. Like I'm walking around in the backyard barefoot, just like grounding, watering plants, bro. Like, but no, like the funny thing. So we went out and we went to a restaurant before we were gonna go see Batman and Superman, which was shit. But we went to a Mexican restaurant right beforehand, and this dude was into Latinos, and it hit me. I'm like, yo, gay people have types too. And I don't know why I never thought about that before, but it was just like, yo, my world has changed.
Yeah.
And then it hit me because I remember one time he was like, yeah, you're definitely not my type, and my gaydar doesn't tell me that you are gay at all. And I was like, I don't know how to feel. But like, I guess because you're definitely not my type. I'm like, well, why the fuck not? I can see why. See why. Never mind. Just that tone and that aggression.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I get it. I understand.
It's understandable.
Yeah, I definitely understand. That's the funny thing when you talk to, I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm alone. And then you talk to me like, no, I get it. There's a lot that I'm like, yeah, no, you can see it. Mm-hmm. Not even on some sad shit. Just on some like, yeah, no, if I called someone and didn't pick up the phone until like an hour and a half later and I was just like, yo, what's up? Yeah, I probably wouldn't call back either. If I was like, listen, because the girl that canceled on me, the chick that I was supposed to go see this weekend, who's like, yo, she said some wild shit too, and I'm so glad we're not naming names, and I'm so glad that nobody listens to this podcast, because
people listen, man.
People do listen. No, people do listen. We love you if you're listening.
Yes, thank you.
I'm cracking jokes because I'm in a good mood today, but no, she's like, well, I'm just nervous because there's gonna be a lot of people over at my house, and I just don't want them to see you. Which on one hand, like,
that's fucked up.
On one hand, I'm like, we're just smashing. On the other hand, I'm like, I get it. And on yet another hand, I'm like,
that's fucked up. Yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's only whatever. But I think the funny part is like, with me personally, like I can definitely understand certain things. And with me, what I try to tell people all the time is like, listen, I just want you to know, I might be in my feelings just because I'm a Pisces, but at the same time, I've been through a lot of shit, and I have no problems cutting people off. And the thing is, I won't cut you, and I've said this before for sure, I have no problem, like, it won't be cutting you off like, I hereby declare I'll never speak to her again. It'll just be like, yo, like, and the girl that, this is actually funny, the girl that I actually hung out with when I got tattooed, she was like, oh, I just want to be friends. I was like, that's fine, I just want you to know it's a completely different thing. And she's like, oh, that's fine. Okay, cool. And I didn't talk to her for like 2-3 weeks. And she was like, you used to call me all the time. Why don't you call me anymore? Well, we're just friends now. Yeah, but you talk to your friends more than this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Richie like talk before the podcast. It was like what, maybe once, twice a week.
Yeah, something like that.
I might send you something on Instagram like every day, just like
exactly.
Yo, peep this dude who did it between the legs in a pair of fucking Converse.
Yeah.
But like talk? Nah, man, it's not very often. Like I keep my circle small. Pause.
Same. Pause. Me too.
I don't know if I need to pause it, but fuck it.
Pause skis.
Pause skis. Pause skis. Yeah, we gotta start saying pause skis.
Pause skis. Well, I'm gonna.
You look fucking exhausted.
No. I'm gonna end it off by saying this. I appreciate this podcast because of the fact that it gets me out of my dark space.
That's the goal, man. Honestly, at the end of the day, this podcast is for us.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what this podcast is for.
So I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody listening. Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to y'all.
Go on Remincent.com. Support the
movement. Support us back. Like, we love you now. We love you now. Love us back. Hey.
Buy some sneakers off me. If I'm still selling them.
Hey, I just saw a pair of slides for $60 on Nike. They got a fanny pack in them, though.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
I'm thinking about getting them.
Those
I have no business getting those shits,
There's no point.
Yo, I just bought a deck of playing cards today for $40.
Hey, man, I spent a lot of money on a pair of shoes the other day. I can't talk.
They're $15. Just the deck was $15. I was like, word. They're from Mastermind. This deck is ill. Okay. I gotta show you this deck. This deck is ill. And shipping from Japan is $24 right now.
Damn.
I was like, yo. Listen, I understand my country's a little shitty, but $24 shitty? And of course my dumbass was still like, yo, fuck it. I'm gonna show you this deck of playing cards if my phone ever fucking comes up. Yo, shout out to Mastermind being just expensive as shit.
Yeah, it's worth it. That's a cool, like, setting piece for your room.
I'll play with those.
Just like this trash can.
Yeah, that's hard. See, actually, no, that's what I want to talk to you about today. We can definitely go another 15 just off this. My new favorite thing, I think I mentioned this to you last time, is finding accessories from brands that are, like, super luxury.
Yeah.
So, like, I have a Bape pen. I have a human-made, like, shoelaces. I have Mastermind playing cards. And I think I thought about that because of Supreme. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't really want a Supreme shirt, but a Supreme...
I sold my only Supreme shirt the other day.
Well, which one was it?
The World Is Yours, the Scarface one. Didn't fit me anymore.
Oh, okay. But, like, a Supreme, like, I don't even know. Like, of course, everyone thinks of, like, the crowbar or the brick, which both are hilarious.
Both are stupid.
That's why I think I like them so much, is because, like, they're so silly just to have. It's like Adidas has a new mask. First of all, that's hard.
Yeah.
But, like, I think I really, really like those accessories of, like go think next time you go to, like, a luxury brand website, not even luxury, it's like a super, like streetwear type website.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like, Billionaire Boys Club has, like, random shit, too. Just like, yo, do you want a lanyard? Okay.
You want an ashtray?
Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. I think that's my new favorite thing to find, where it's like these, you know, high-end brands, but it's like just stuff. Just stuff.
Stuff is fun.
Like, the Antisocial Social Club, like, trash can is, like, just fucking...
Dude, I bought that at Wayne's Closet. I was like, this is pretty dope. I want it.
Do you use it?
No. I might just throw, like, random shit in it.
Like gum wrappers and shit?
Throw some fucking money in there.
Nah, man, what you gotta do, you gotta have
Make it a piggy bank.
There you go. Yeah. I literally
just throw hundreds in there. No, think about it. You could save a lot of money.
You could. I have a jar that says tattoo money.
Yeah.
I got it from Inked. It just says tattoo money on it.
Word.
Paying for a jar that you put money in is hilarious, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know. That's just funny to me. But no, I just found that's like my new favorite thing. Is just like, yo, you want a deck of playing cards from Mastermind? And you're like,
duh.
All right.
You're not gonna ever use them.
I might use them. I mean, I'm one of those guys who uses shit though.
Okay.
So like my Bape pen I use. My human made pen I use. Well, I mean that one's kind of shitty, but it has a twist top.
Yeah.
To get the actual pen. So when you write with it, it just like slowly
goes
retreats
away.
back, and you're like, God damn it.
Shit.
But I thought we were gonna get 15 minutes. We got like 3 from that.
Yeah, it's all good though.
Fuck it.
Hour 20.
At least you motherfuckers are getting a whole podcast today.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry about the other day.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We're gonna get like 3 listens, and people are like, these motherfuckers went for 3 hours like a month ago. Hey, I'll keep you posted on the fights this weekend, because my mom called. So I was talking to my mom, and I was like, hey, just let you know, the fights are this weekend. And she's like, okay, I don't care. And I'm like, okay, you say that. Hang on there, hot shot. I was like, listen, I got people coming over. She's like who? And I was like, Richi and Jacob. She goes, I don't know who Jacob is. I know. That's why she's coming over, or that's why he's coming over. She's like, well, who else? I'm like, Jacob, his girl, Richi, his girl. She's like, that's a lot of people. I was like, yeah, it's a little bit. And I was like, if you don't want to do it, just let me know. And she goes, listen, you can talk to your dad, but I never thought that the fight for COVID was a good idea. The fight for COVID is so funny, dude.
That's hilarious.
So I was like, what? And she goes, yeah, no, talk to your dad about it. I'm like, no, that's
out of the way now. We need to talk about the fight for COVID.
The fight for COVID? She's like, yeah, you guys want to bring COVID in this house so bad. And last time you were, this was funny, because you remember when I was like super sick in January.
Yeah.
She goes, the last time you were bizarrely ill?
Bizarrely ill.
It's 11:30. Where are you getting these phrases?
I was bizarrely ill in January too.
We definitely had it, right?
Dude, I feel like I had it, bro.
We definitely had that shit.
That cough was nothing I've ever had before.
When I woke up and I couldn't breathe, and I was like, oh, I'm dying today.
Yeah, exactly.
I went to the doctor, bro.
Yeah. You know what my doctor said? He said it was a virus.
So did mine.
My doctor said it was a virus that antibiotics can't help you with.
Yeah, so did mine.
Wow. So...
Piece of shit.
Yeah, so I definitely got COVID.
I think I did. I'm almost positive that I did.
Yeah, literally positive that I did.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Like, I didn't get tested or anything because it wasn't a thing.
I'm for sure, if I get tested, they're going to be like, you're asymptomatic. Right? Isn't that the word?
Yeah, so if you already had it at one point...
Don't you test positive for it?
I don't know.
Or does it go out of your system?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know shit
about it. It's like herpes where like everyone has it. Just I don't have herpes.
I don't have herpes either. Thank goodness. That's us knocking on wood. Pause. Yeah. But alright, man.
That is where we gotta end it.
This is where we end it.
Yeah, that is where we gotta end it. So let's see. Reminiscent.com.
Reminiscent.com. Official Reminiscent on Instagram.
Hey,
Reminiscent Richi on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can follow Starving Artists on Instagram now, or on Spotify now. You can actually follow it because I finally fucking got a premium subscription.
Hell yeah.
But all of the music, all the fucking playlists that I did under my name, under Braven, are all on
Starving
Artists now. And I made one giant playlist that's constantly being updated. It has music from every playlist that we've ever done except the Christmas one.
Hell yeah. That's dope.
You know how fucking lame it would be to have the Christmas one going up? It's like, damn, man, he's right about zeal and ardor. I wasn't sure if I was going to like these Negro spiritual, satanic Negro spiritual songs. And next up is Mariah Carey with All I Want for Christmas. Nah, get the fuck out of here with that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Love you, Mariah, but like, chill.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mariah for making a whole career off Christmas music.
Facts.
Wait, shout out to her. Shout out to her for still being a baddie. I don't know why people say she's not.
She's bad.
Yeah. But anyway, that was our Toxic Boys segment.
Yeah.
It wasn't that toxic.
Nah, not really.
Should we get toxic? Yo, if we actually do pod this Saturday, I kind of gotta say some wild shit. I gotta make up wild shit to say because my shit's not even that wild. It's just...
We just gotta say some stupid shit to get the crowd going.
It's gotta be provocative.
Provocative.
Yo, Michaela, so I told this chick that, like, yo... It's like, I actually don't believe that. I just want to say some wild shit for the pod.
Hell yeah.
But alright, y'all. We may see you on Saturday. You'll definitely see Blurred Lines on Saturday. Me and Legend were arguing about something nerdy the other day that we're going to end up agreeing on, as is tradition. yeah, that's it. So we got Reminiscent Richi.
Yo, the Moonchild.
What was the nickname? Yeah, you're the Moonchild. Oh, the fifth wheel. And we got Reminiscent Richi the Moonchild, and we got Braven the Grown Up Kid, aka Mr. Fifth Wheel.
Yes.
All right, and we out.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Wear a mask.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
And wear a mask.